I really hate being this lady, but who are y'all expecting these Father's Day gifts from?
The Bonnett crew.
Like, seriously. The baby mother y'all don't get along with, the kids that are either too young or, you don't mess with them that much, so they don't mess with you. Your mothers, who are we expecting these gifts from? Because,
These nuts.
I don't know, something like clean the buttermilk.
What?
What the hell is even that?
Get the French toast out of here.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. So I got a video for you guys that was sent by one of my subscribers. The name of the content creator is called Remnant Princess, and the name of this video is called Why Black Women Reveal Why They Hate Father's Day. Yeah, this I know it's like the end of January, but I figured technically it's still Men's Mental Health Month. So I figured what better way to end it than to talk about the fathers, because I really haven't got a chance to do that yet. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
And do you know what annoys me? Why does our community, why do they get onto the single mothers that stay to take care of their children, than the fathers that are leaving these children with the mothers?
Father's Day, just like Mother's Day, is a day where you honor and celebrate your parents to its highest form, where the world acknowledges what you have done as a father. But for a lot of these females, they don't want to contribute to what that day is about, as they feel single moms deserve that day.
I really hate being this lady, but who are y'all expecting these Father's Day gifts from? Like, seriously. The baby mother y'all don't get along with, the kids that are either too young or, you don't mess with them that much, so they don't mess with you. Your mothers, who are we expecting these gifts from? Because, I don't know, something like clean the buttermilk.
It will never not blow me that deadbeat dad, absent father, men who walk out on their children do not face criminal repercussions for creating broken homes, walking out on children, leaving children without fathers' names on their birth certificates. Yet the woman who is trying to prevent creating a broken home goes to abort it, and it's looked at as a criminal offense.
Stop the cap.
As men, we can ask the same question about paternity fraud, considering about 40% of men that test find out that the children aren't theirs. Yeah, why come y'all don't get locked up for that shit? I don't hear any women like you asking that question. Yeah, shout out to the
Bonnett crew.
Men literally walk out on women during a moment after she's created life, going through postpartum, because again, your body is now detached from after you've created that life. You are now having to actually take care of that life, all while the person who helps you co-create that life stepped out, walked out, didn't want to step up, has absolutely no care to take care of this child. Yet when she was in the viable weeks of being able to get an abortion, it was looked at as criminal for her to save herself and her future, knowing this bum was going to try and do some dumbass shit like this. And even if she didn't know, the fact that he did this and she still didn't have the option. And yet the man faces no repercussion, no jail, child support barely. So many men evade child support. And even then, like, the courts really are not going after these men for this child support. And even socially, men barely face the repercussions there, because they'll always have other deadbeat dads in their ears egging them on. Yeah, my baby mama's crazy too. Yeah, she tripping. I'm so glad I left that hoe. She gonna be watching my kids. You might be MI1. Like, there's always a community of other loser men in their ear hyping them up for being a deadbeat and creating broken homes. And it's also like 90% of the time those men also come from broken homes themselves. So it's just ironic. It's just crazy. Men need to be held responsible and accountable for the fact that they create broken homes and ruin the lives of so many children and families. Hefty fines and jail immediately.
Yeah, and let's do the same thing for paternity fraud then. Yeah, I bet y'all are backpedaled in.
Females somehow have made Father's Day about single Mother's Day, as they don't want to celebrate the vacant fathers. Instead of actually acknowledging that there are men that actually do their role, they actually want to use this day to pull men down and continue a negative connotation into the single mom culture. And we're going to listen to more of it.
Happy Father's Day out there to all the women that are actually the father as well, like me. You deserve it because shit, you do everything, honey. Well, fuck. Have a great day. Y'all really be looking for Father's Day gifts? Well, I don't want to eat. Y'all don't be getting y'all baby mother shit. Good morning. Happy Father's Day to all the amazing fathers. I would text my baby father, my kid's father, and tell him Happy Father's Day, but he really my baby mama. I should have texted him Happy Mother's Day when it was Mother's Day. No, for real.
Mara, the truth about Father's Day is that Father's Day is a trigger for a lot of ladies, and we can't shy away from that. Because that is the only day that you will get to be reminded that you picked an idiot as a baby daddy. Because the whole year you're doing fine. You are making ends meet alone. This man is a deadbeat. He's not helping you with the kids. The next thing, people expect you not to react, not to be triggered, or not to react to your triggers on Father's Day simply because if you react, you are bitter, you are angry. Baby mamas, they have drama. No, you are well within your rights to be dramatic on Father's Day because that is the only day that reminds you that, listen, I picked an idiot, I made a baby with an idiot, and now it's hurting me on this very day, and I must vent. Where must you vent? On your social media platform, of course. Why not? Ladies, there's nothing wrong with venting, Shem. Yeah, but this thing here, you will hear them saying, I'm a mother and a father. Yes, you're a mother and a father. I agree you are busy paying 100% school fees, 100% everything for a child. Let alone the fathers. If you want to vent on Mother's Day, nobody's stopping you.
Today is Father's Day, yeah? And I was just here wondering if I'm the only single mom who hates Father's Day. And here's my reason. You know, there are two types of single moms. There are single moms that have the father of their children involved and they co-parent easily. And then there are single moms who don't have the father of the kid involved in the lives of their children for some reason, right? So I'm in the second category, right? So for me, anytime there's Father's Day, I kind of feel sad to get because I watch videos or pictures of I know they say social media is not always reality, but then there's some that is real. There's still some part of social media people post that that's really what it is. So when I see posts of fathers involved in the lives of their children, I kind of feel bad for my kids. I want that for them so badly. Do you get? I kind of ask myself, why me? Why this? Why can't my kids just seeing pictures, videos? It's always like this with me every Father's Day. Always. Do you get? So
You know, I hate to be a smart ass, but I gotta be a smart ass. I'm noticing that a lot of women in this video sound like they got a Caribbean accent, Jamaica perhaps. Y'all do know Jamaica has the highest paternity fraud rate, right? Interesting. I'm not. I'm just saying there may be a connection. There may be a correlation between the two. I'm just picking up on what I'm watching, y'all. Don't. Hey, I'm just putting it out there. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. But I'm hearing what sounds like a lot of Caribbean accents. And if these are Jamaican women, then we really shouldn't be surprised that you're seeing them complain, because a paternity rate that high, and considering the population of Jamaica isn't extremely high, I would imagine a lot of y'all are probably having babies by the same man. But let's keep it moving.
Father's Day to a lot of single moms is a reminder of how they are not able to have a nuclear family, are not in a marriage, and had a child out of wedlock, or divorcees, and never actually were able to have a commitment, fulfilling, thriving family as they see others do with the men that they chose in their lives.
She does.
You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. But I noticed that you said from your mom, you meant to live with your grandma. Mm-hmm. I've not really heard your dad in the picture.
My dad is living his own life. Yeah, because after they separated, he wanted to do whatever he wanted to do.
And you can't really force people into your life. So yeah, that's what my dad is at.
So I work in like a marketing agency, right? So we're coming up with a campaign for one particular brand for Father's Day. And the sentiment is like, we shouldn't really celebrate the fathers.
Oh no, you can't celebrate the fathers, but every Father's Day I celebrate my mom. Because no, I'm not even kidding. She was a mom and a dad at one point. So every single Father's Day I celebrate my mom.
But then you test him and say Happy Father's Day or something.
No.
So like he's not in the picture at all for you. Moving on.
One thing I can tell you, Father's Day is a day the woman just rub man. Woman remind themselves to them hate man. Them remind themselves how much things the man do to them. Today is a day when them go hate man and cuss man and call themselves father. Jesus God, today is a day of hate towards man. But come here. Remember when you did like him? Yeah. Remember that. Yeah. Just what I just say. Because all I know cuss and try iron today. And cuss father. Remember say when you did happy one time. Remember me say no. But just say. Because an hypocritical.
You know what really chaps my cheeks? The fact that someone, somewhere out there in our nation, is wishing my deadbeat dad a happy Father's Day today. A man who I haven't seen since I was 5 years old. Mind you, I'm also his only child. Someone out there is falsely accusing this man of being a father. I wish I could put out a picture so I could say, please, if you see this man, do not wish him a happy Father's Day. He is not shit. So before you go out of your way to wish a random man a happy Father's Day today, ask him when was the last time he fathered. Ask him. It's 12 p.m. Do you know where your kid's at? I feel like a lot of dads might not know that. Do you know what country, continent your child is in? When was the last time you've seen them? You got to get granular. Get to the nitty gritty. Because these motherfuckers be lying.
And you know what? I'm glad you said get down to the nitty gritty because she sounds a little bit more American. Black American at that. So let's get right to it. Over half of the black male population is single and childless. Meanwhile, 39% of black women are single and childless. I go over these stats over and over and over again. Not to mention there's 2 million more black American women than there are black American men. Oh, and by the way, 30% of black men are married with children. So once again, y'all are coming on this platform complaining about 16, 15% of the men that y'all are having all these children with. We are really getting sick and tired of this. We really are. Like, what is it about y'all that y'all feel so solidified to complain about a small percentage of men and try to lump all black men in this group? When more than half of us don't even have fucking children. Reality is a lot of y'all just want to have children with men that already have children with other women. Because that is y'all way of indicating that a man is wanted. Yeah, y'all don't really want to have that conversation. Yeah, because if I go there, y'all really gonna be triggered. But let's keep it moving.
Okay, so I'm going to say this because it's still Father's Day, and quite frankly, some of y'all need to hear it. Some of y'all babies' daddies are not deadbeats. They just refuse to dance to your music just to be a father. So if you're bitter because he doesn't show up, because then that means he'll have to do with you, and that's something he chooses not to do, well, then that's on you, sweetie. You brought that on yourself. Accountability is a hell of a drug.
More I listen to single moms talk, the more I begin to understand where the whole notion of bitter single mom or bitter baby mom really stems from. Because when you actually listen to where their conviction is, it's at the core of being bitter at the choices that they made. The core of being bitter at the choices that you made when it came to the man that you chose to be intimate with or marry and have a child with. They are doing their best to forget about the failures, to forget about their poor choices, and to forget about how they ended up here as a single mom. But on Father's Day, all that does is actually highlight everything that they want to forget. So on that particular day, what you have is the bitter single moms truly come out the woodworks. They truly come out to vent. They truly come out to be angry because how they see it is the men in their life don't deserve this day. But it's not about the men in your life, and it's definitely not about you either. And this is where a lot of single moms become bitter because they don't want anybody else to be able to celebrate what they don't have. Not only that, but Father's Day highlights who the better woman is and who made better choices over these bitter single moms who couldn't even do that for themselves or their child.
And shout out the Remnant Princess. I'll make sure I leave a link in the description for this video, so that way y'all can go ahead and check her out and support her channel if you like. But let's continue because I got a few more clips that I want to share with you guys. And it's going to help debunk a lot of the shit that y'all just seen, because I don't know if y'all noticed, about half of these women were over here claiming that it's the men that are always leaving, right? Yeah. All right. Look at this.
Having a baby will quickly make you realize you don't love a man. You've actually never loved a man ever in your life. All right, you feel that love between you and your baby in the hospital bed, and you're like, damn, my bad. I've actually never been in love before. That's the real tea on why so many couples break up after the baby comes. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I told my BD, then told him my baby wasn't his, then blocked him. You young sisters so effing smart, my God. Right? I'm over here in the amen corner taking notes and passing the collection plate. The girls are gonna be alright. I left 2 niggas after I had a child with them. Y'all gonna keep talking to me about how I'm the problem? Having a baby.
Hey, yo, man. He funny as hell, man. Why he start putting them pacifiers on? Like, he got the chain with the diaper. Yo, bro. Brandon Jamal is goofy as hell, bro. But this is what I'm talking about. Y'all got to stop believing that these women be telling the truth when it comes to, oh, these men left. No, that's not always the case. And then in some cases, the men actually want to be in the kid's life, but the women make it as difficult as possible because they're bitter at the fact that the man doesn't want to be with her, even though he still wants to be in the child's life. I've seen this in person, in real time. One of my best friends, he used to cry to me about this shit all the time. All the time. But let me tell you, whenever he did get to see his son, this man was like one of the happiest men I ever seen on earth. Because he's like, damn, I get to see my son. And I think one of the reasons why he was that way is because he didn't have his father in his life. So he didn't want to be like his father. But the problem was that the mother didn't want him to see the son because he didn't want to be with her anymore. Women really need to quit acting like this ain't a thing. Y'all are not always the victim. I know y'all got to hold on to that because y'all weaponize it and that's the only weapon y'all got. But I'm sorry, it's not always the case. Let's keep it moving.
Black dudes, stereotypically, don't want to show you their emotion. They don't want to show you behind the curtains. I go, Kevin, and I go, who's Kevin? And I see a black dude. Immediately my brain goes, I'm going to get some tough guy. I was wrong about every black dude that ever won. I was totally wrong. He comes up and he starts crying. And I said, why? You seem emotional. And he said, yeah, I am. Thank you. And I said, where are you going to spend this money? He goes, next week is my daughter's 13th birthday. I think Georgia was 13 at the time. And I said, oh, congratulations. He goes, I didn't have money to throw her a party. Now I get to be the dad she thinks I am. You're so fortunate in life, sometimes you forget your path. And then you see someone on your path at an earlier stage in your path, and they remind you of your path, and you're like, so many times, I didn't get to be the dad that they thought I was. So many times. You think you want your kids to look up to you, and that guy me up, man.
As a childless man, I can only imagine what he was going through. But like I said, I know people that have gone through this, and as well as men that want to be there for their child. But the mother is just, I'm like, not only the best friend that I told y'all about, but also another really good friend of mine that kind of went through that as well. Um, but y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. And again, man, happy Men's Mental Health Month, because I know this is the last day, and after this, you know, at least we don't have to worry about seeing women complaining about men's mental health going forward. But I'm pretty sure June of 2026, it'll be the same story all over again. Y'all let me know what you thought about this, all right? If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps to reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all, deuces.